Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I don't know how I am. I guess I'm all right. It is about 2:30 in the afternoon Central Time, and I am in Oklahoma City at ProBuild Building Supplies and Lumber. I got here at 1:30, which is about 7 minutes before my ETA. After I left last night, I had intended to come all the way up and find someplace really close, but I got to Atoka, or close to Atoka, and I really started to fade as far as energy wise goes. I mean, I've been up since 6:30 in the morning, and I was just getting wiped out. The tarp job and the loading and everything, getting that load really wore me out, and especially since it was so big, because it was a full-size trailer plus about, I don't know, 6 inches in the front and about another 8 inches in the back. It was whole trailer and then some. So I got to Atoka and went to the pilot there, and there were a couple of parking spaces left in the regular lot, but there was one really easy to get into, prime parking. So I said to heck with it, parked it in prime, paid for it. Went inside, took a shower, got something to eat at Moe's because I didn't feel like cooking anything, and then went right to bed. Matter of fact, the video uploaded and posted while I was asleep. I had fallen asleep waiting on it. And then I got up today at 10 to a flurry of messages, and I left at 5 minutes to 11 because I had gotten in there just at right before 1 o'clock, and then finished the drive up in here. You know, I don't remember, I think, but I took a different route than I would normally take. I definitely took a different route than what the both GPSs told me to take. I ended up taking coming out of 82, then going up 271 to Oklahoma 3 near Antlers, and then taking Oklahoma 3 all the way through Atoka to get back on, went through Ada, and then come up to 40, and then that's still Oklahoma 3 because Oklahoma 3 goes from 40 to 240 right here, and it knocked about 12 miles off the route. So with my little turnarounds and everything else that I had done yesterday, it kind of really came out to about right exact on the mileage. But I'm not really sure what's going to be doing. I got a deadhead load message early this morning to go to Fort Smith after this. That means I'm probably going to be staying in Fort Smith for the weekend. And I called and asked about it because I was supposed to go home this weekend. And I was told, my fleet manager did some hunting around because he was like, yeah, you're supposed to go home. He did some checking, and generally I go to Duke from here, or Fletcher, and neither one has loads today going to Texas. And really the only load going to Texas out of Fort Smith is Laredo, and I don't have that. They haven't issued it to me yet. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen. So when they're done here, because they're busy unloading it, and he's got about 6 stacks left of the 14 that were on here. Excuse me. It doesn't matter. 16 stacks. It goes 8 by 2. Once he gets this off of here, then I'm gonna head on over there and get to Fort Smith. If they got something, they got something. If not, that's cool. I'll just park the truck and watch TV and play video games all weekend again. Maybe I get lucky and get close to one of the only 2 plug-ins in the whole place so I can have shore power for the weekend. But I do know one thing. Once I do get there, I'm going to hop in the company car and head over to the vape shop because I am down to, that's it. I got like maybe 2 full tanks left. I've even started to switch back to my original little tank because it doesn't burn stuff as much. I know you guys don't care about that, but this is my blog and I'll say what I want. And then probably after I do that, I will go find something to eat. that doesn't involve me cooking in the truck. If I remember right, the Outback Steakhouse is only like 10 miles from the yard. So I will go get a decent dinner, then come home and spend the weekend just playing video games. Of course, then again, you never know. I don't know what I'm going to get. If I get it, I may get something. Wes is looking. Wes is trying. And Wes is the ALM there in Fort Smith, and he handles all the loads. So we can only pray. I do know this much. If I don't get a load, I still get paid. 800 miles minimum for being available and not having anything. Trust me, they're looking. They're going to find something. Even if I end up not going home and having to go somewhere else, they'll find something. So anything to mitigate that kind of money. So I guess I'll let y'all know when I get to Fort Smith. So until then, have a good day. Good evening, YouTube. How are you this evening? I'm alright, I guess. Actually, I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. It is about 7:15, and I am in Fort Smith, Arkansas, on the Maverick Yard. I got here about 6:15. I didn't have a load until I got about, I'd say, an hour or so away from here, and they did get me one. It's a puny load. It's picking up gray bar, obviously, and that's going back to Oklahoma City for Monday. It's only 180 miles there, but that's all right. I get paid 800 miles for it anyway, because they could not get me home. I thought it was kind of weird, though. They said they had Laredo loads, but they had 2 that were due for Monday. But they said that 2 other guys needed them more than I did. That's cool. That's cool. It's all right. I don't mind. I mean, I do, but I don't. I'm gonna like having all that money. You know, I'm gonna work, do 3 hours of driving, and get paid for 2 days worth. I'm cool with that. Plus the empty load coming here, 180 miles. But the drive over here was real easy. No big deal as usual. Though when I did get here, I did hop out and catch a company car and head over to the vapor store. I had never been to the vape shop here, or any of them here in Fort Smith. And anybody that is watching these and comes out here to Fort Smith needs to check out the Vapor Station. It's on the corner of Business US 71 and Arkansas 255, across the street from the Walmart Supercenter. That place is freaking massive. The 2 shops that I go to in Dallas are pretty decent size. This place is just huge, and it was crowded. They got like 9 employees or something like that working. And I got a really, really good deal, I guess, partially because it was the first time I'd been there. But I was able to get 2 120 milliliter bottles of the type of stuff I use to mix with my butyrol, and a new coil for my vape for $8. They gave me 50% off because it was the first time I was there, plus plus military discount since I'm a veteran. That's just wicked. Wicked, wicked, wicked. And the place is huge. They must have 400 house flavors. And then they got hundreds of others of premium blends. I've been getting away from flavoring since I switched to this new mod and tank. Mostly because I find the flavoring gets lost. But as long as I get the nicotine, that's all that really matters. I'm down to so low now. I probably could leave it out. It wouldn't make that much of a difference. But if you are up this way, check that out. Today's a rambling day, it seems like. Well, like I said, I have a load. It's going to Oklahoma City. I got to go check in here in a minute. I'm supposed to load at 7:30. I got 10 minutes to walk 50 feet to check in. And then I'm going to load it, secure it, tarp it, and then I'm just going to stay here. I haven't decided. I may go ahead and drive over to Oklahoma City tomorrow morning and camp out. I could camp out at the receiver, or I think there's a truck stop like right up the street, and I might be able to get in there. I'd rather do that, and then sneak into the receiver late Sunday evening after I get a reset. So, that being said, that's all she wrote. So, y'all have a great weekend. I'm going to try to. And I will talk to y'all on Monday. Till then, keep the shiny side up. 73s. Good night.